Hi, and welcome to NewJerseyMonthly.com. I'm Emily Faherty here with Senior Editor Eric Levin, and we have the picks for things to do for the week of July 20th through the 26th. So Eric's going to get us started with one of his favorite topics, food.
Food, glorious food. Folks, you've all probably been to the Jersey Shore many times, and one of the great things about it is food. That's right, the French fries right on the boardwalk, the hot dogs at the windmill, or hot dog Tommy's, or wherever. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Great eats down the shore. So now you can celebrate that this Thursday, July the 23rd, at the Food and Fun Along the Jersey Shore lecture. A lecture at the Barron Arts Center in Woodbridge. Judy Corral-Russo will discuss all the different kinds of foods and their history and summer activities associated with food and the shore. Reservations are required due to limited seating. Refreshments will be served. Lecture begins at 7 p.m. and is free to the public. For more details, you can call 732-634-0413. That number again, 732-634-0413. And now back to Emily.
Okay, so New Jersey native and singer-songwriter Pete Yorn will be performing at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair this Friday, July 24th. Now, he was born in Montville and attended Montville High, and he actually just released his fourth studio album, Back and Forth, just last month. So be sure to check out these new tunes from the album, as well as some other popular hits at his Jersey Homecoming show. So the showtime is at 8 p.m., and the cost of tickets is $27. For more info and to get your tickets, you can go to wellmonttheater.com. And back to Eric for more food.
More food. Food. This is such a cool food and wine event that we here at New Jersey Monthly decided to co-sponsor it. And it is the first ever Summit Food and Wine Festival. 3 days, all weekend, Friday through Sunday. It will be held at the Summit Grand Hotel. There'll be tastings, culinary classes, wine and cheese discussions, cookbook signings, even a gourmet burger showdown on Sunday. And there really are some big names that are going to be there, including James Laird, the chef and co-owner of Serenade in Chatham, David Drake, who has 2 restaurants, both real fine ones, New Brunswick, Darrell, and his other one, of course, is Restaurant David Drake in Rahway, and David Burke, he of the David Burke Fromagerie in Rumson. Friday, 7 to 10 p.m., Saturday, 10 to midnight, and Sunday, 10 to 4 p.m. Tickets range from $90 to $300, depending on what events you choose to attend. For all the details, go to summitwineandfood.com, and we hope to see you there. And now Emily has another fun festival for you.
Yes, this is a very fun festival, and this is one that'll have you and your family with their eyes on the skies. And that's because it's the 27th annual Quick Check New Jersey Festival of Ballooning. And that's going to take place this Friday, July 24th through Sunday, July 26th, at the Solberg Airport in Reddington. Now, this event is a huge deal. It happens to be the largest festival of its kind in North America and one of the most popular annual events in New Jersey. So be sure to go check it out. There will be up to 125 hot air balloons flying over Hunterdon County over the weekend. So see if you can spot some of the special ones. There's a Darth Vader balloon, as well as one that's 100-foot tall panda bear. So hopefully they'll stick out and you'll be able to spot them in the skies. But that's not all. It doesn't stop with balloons. There's also going to be fireworks and musical performances. Michael McDonald will be there, as well as Kool and the Gang. So it's an event not to miss. It'll be Friday from 1 to 10 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Apparently sunrise flights are the best time to go flying in
Yeah,
hot
before
air
the-
balloons. So you have to get up early.
Before the wind kicks up.
That's
I
right.
guess.
So the cost of admission is between $7 and $25. But if you're interested in actually going up in a balloon, you'll need to make reservations. And you can do that by calling 1-800-HOT-AIR-9 or visiting the festival's website at balloonfestival.com. And finally, we'll go back to Eric. I think he has a little bit more food to talk about.
A little bit more food, but first I'm wondering about that Darth Vader balloon.
I saw a picture of it. And
Really?
well, it's just the head, but
Oh,
it's
cool.
kind of spooky looking when it's just floating above that.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it makes that heavy breathing sound. That Darth.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, back to edibles. I want to tell you about a little company, and it is little, called Tea Together, and it's based in a little village in the far north of France, and it's run by two British expatriates, Nick and Judith Gifford, and what they do there in that little village is make by hand these wonderful jams, jellies, preserves. So, I mean, I could go on about how good they are. Really, it's just delicious, rich flavor, all made with fresh fruit, all organic fresh fruit, and so on and so forth. So you're probably wondering, all right, like, what's the Jersey connection? Well, here it is. Up until now, they've never had a retail store. They sell all over the world by internet mainly. Never had one until now. And guess where it is? Their first ever in the world, in the whole universe, retail store for Tea Together. What state would
I'm
that?
going to go with New Jersey.
Go with New Jersey. Bold choice. And you are right.
Yay.
Not only New Jersey, but Millburn, New Jersey, which Nick described to me as a haute bourgeois town, meaning it in the best sense, of course. All right, so how did that happen? Well, a childhood friend of Judith lives in the United States, worked for the UN for many years, and when they started growing Tea Together, Judith called her friend and said, can you help us? And she became the American marketing chief. And through friends of hers, she heard about a store that was available in Millburn, and it just fit everything that they were looking for in a store in terms of the demographics, the location, access to highways and airports for delivering the goods, and on and on. So that's how they wound up in Millburn. One other quick little story about how they got their big breakthrough. This was, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago. They started in 1996. So about 7 years ago, they were selling just to a few, very upscale, but just a few hotels in France and Paris. And somehow word got out to Alain Ducasse, who's like, super, super world-class chef, that this stuff was really good. So one day, Alain Ducasse calls the house, and Judith picks up the phone. And she, believe it or not, had never heard of Alain Ducasse. So he begins to introduce himself, and she thinks he's trying to sell storm windows. So she said, "I don't want any storm windows," and hangs up on him. So he calls back a second time. And the second time she says, "No storm windows, please." And before he could even go, Well, twice he called back after that. A total of, on the fourth time, she finally figured she'd listen to what this guy had to say. And then he said he was interested in carrying their jellies and jams in his store in Paris. And she went, "Oh, I'm sorry," which also reminds me of this old Woody Allen joke. Bear with me, folks. There's an old Woody Allen story when he did stand up back in the '60s, where he said he was offered a vodka ad and he didn't know whether to take it or not because he never drinks vodka and he doesn't. Oh, I know the part. I know the part I'm trying to get at. So the phone ring, it's like, see, it's the phone call connection, right? So the phone rings and he picks it up and he says, hello, and the voice at the other end says, Mr. Allen, we would like you to be our vodka man. And he says, well, I wouldn't even think of it. First of all, I don't drink vodka. And second of all, if I did drink vodka, I wouldn't drink your vodka. And so the voice on the other end of the phone says, oh, that's too bad because it pays $50,000. And Woody says, just a minute, I'll put Mr. Allen on the phone. So that's kind of what happened with Judith and Alain Ducasse. So anyway, thanks for those of you who have hung in to the end of this. You are the brave, the proud, the few, and we thank you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.